Police say someone has stolen the car, dumped it into the water near Jack London Aquatic Center. Crews lifted the car from the water and they just towed it away. In Alameda this weekend, an event will take place in what you might call an urban winery. Today in Bay's Bob Riddell is at the new Rockwall tasting room this morning to show us what's going on out there.
Well, Laura, Rockwall's been out here for about 40 years, but what makes it unusual is the view. You're looking at the view from the winery itself. In your foreground is what used to be the tarmac for NAS Alameda, and as Steve comes over here, you'll see that right behind these doors, this is the hangars. They used to house the fighter jets and other airplanes. We come out here because tomorrow they do have their wine, rodeo, and barbecue, hence the armadillo cooker, and of course it will be inside here where we're going to try to catch up with the winemaker herself. Maybe I should have timed this door opening a little bit more. I didn't realize these things were so large and take so long. Do you want to just go to another story and come back to me, Laura?
Well, no, I was just saying we're used to seeing the vineyards and the rolling hills. This was really interesting.
Oh, this is totally Napa Sonoma. There we go. All right, we have enough. Steve, can you get through there? Make sure Steve can fit through that. Okay, there we go. All right, we finally made it. It only took 30 seconds to open.
Yeah, what's door number one?
And Shona Rosenblum, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but we ran out of time, so very nice meeting you. Back to you, Laura. Okay. So you guys are having your second annual wine rodeo. This, of course, should be a hangar used to paint airplanes. Is that correct?
Yeah. You can see the kind of fancy paint mechanisms they have up here. We use them for extreme winemaking and for decorative chandeliers.
How did you guys end up in this particular space? Because when you think of urban wineries, you think of maybe loft spaces, warehouse districts, that type of thing.
Absolutely. We came to look over here and we're like 40,000 square feet. We'll never use all that. And now you can see we're like closing in on ourselves. But and then we didn't even know these doors opened. We were messing with some switches and the walls opened and we're like,
so if you ever have a fire, it's like, you better hold your breath because it's going to take about a minute to open. Okay, so that's your event room, and then this is what, your production facility?
Yeah, this is where all the magic happens, as they say. So when we bring all of the fruit in from all over California, we bring it all in, do all the production and all the crushing right here, and it all ends up in barrels, and these are our barrels.
You might have some Puritans out there, some skeptics out there who go, urban wineries, how can they compare with, wineries that are based in the actual vineyards themselves? And you would say?
Well, there's kind of a phrase that the East Bay vintners have recycled over and over that is, grapes care where they're grown, they don't really care where they're made into wine. As long as you treat them well, we treat our grapes with lots of love.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wine rodeo is tomorrow from 4 to 8.
Yeah.
And that cooker you saw out there, that smoker, is driven all the way, buddy, there's built all the way from Texas out here. So second annual wine rodeo. We'll get more information on that a little bit later. Or we can do it now, rockwallwines.com.
Yeah,
and they got a new tasting room. We're going to check that out a little bit. The view from there is splendid, as you saw earlier there. Laura.
What a good use of space, too. You never look at some of those warehouses the same. Interesting. Right, Bob? Interesting. He can't hear me. Because everything I say is so interesting. It's 6:19 right now. Or else he was acting like he couldn't, because that was me, Bob, too. Hey, let's check the forecast. A little overcast out there this morning. Want to check it now in 15 minutes. You can hear me.
And I'm always hanging on your every word.
Right.
I know it's good for me.
We're looking at today.
High pressure, the weather.